something interesting to share with the people that are probably watching this on YouTube and are asking, where the hell are episodes 1 and 2? Well, episodes 1 and 2 were up and they got DMCA'd. But I did dispute the DMCA, and they did forward the counter notification. And they had 10 business days to, I don't know, file a lawsuit or something. And I think that time is up in under 24 hours. So the episode should be back soon. See, I can already see the video again, so it's slowly coming back. But I did notice one thing. They've stopped trying to DMCA episodes because clearly it doesn't work with me. I seem to have somewhat of some understanding of international copyright law, and I seem to be able to fill out the paperwork and dispute it. So they've stopped trying to DMCA me, and now they're doing the next best thing. Attacking the ads. By making it limited, not suitable for ads, which means it is no longer recommended, which means it's not going to be on the right-hand side as a recommended video. It's not going to show up when you search for it and all these other things. So instead of DMCAing videos, they're starting to make them demonetized. Amazon and YouTube are so petty. So petty. So I might have to watch the swear words, and I might have to bleep swear words. Copyright rules, it has nothing to do with copyright rules and everything to do with abusing supposed rules to, do whatever you want. So, yeah, that answers the question. You want them uncut, you want them uncensored, come to Twitch, watch the VODs, or go to Patreon when they're uncut and uncensored and join them. YouTube is a thing. I can only upload what I can upload. So, I gotta cut out the music, I gotta change the audio, and now I gotta bleep the swear words. God forbid someone says a swear word in an anime about slaughtering people and everything else. Naughty, naughty. Alright, so we're up to episode 7 and 8. What happened in episode 5 and 6? So I might have them out of the way, but 5 and 6, Charlie calls Daddy Lucifer for help. Daddy Lucifer does his duet with Alastor. That was kind of funny. And so Charlie gets to go to heaven to meet Sarah the Seraphim. That's the one. And this little fun-sized Seraphim angel girl that's probably the same age as Charlie. She makes her point that heaven is full of hypocrites and that it's not fair. And then Adam does his thing, being Adam, edgy teenager boy. Angel, surprisingly, does very well, being a good boy and looking out for that little demon girl that was a little bit out of her element. And so he was looking after her and not letting her get, exploited by Valentine or whatever his name is. So Angel was being a good boy. Dust and the snake dude and the Aussie chick and everything were drinking and, just being typical Aussies. But Angel was being a good boy. And everyone saw it, but apparently he wasn't enough of a good enough boy to make it into heaven, but Adam gets to be in heaven even though he swears, even though he's sadistic, even though he's rude, even though he's gluttonous, even though he's lazy, all these other things, even though he's proud. Let's just tick off all the 7 deadly sins while we're at it. But he gets to chill there, yet someone that's legitimately trying to be a good person and putting others ahead of themselves isn't. So it brings, to question this whole thing of what decides whether or not a person goes to heaven. And clearly no one there knows. And so Charlie and the angel girl have their duet. They prove a point. Adam reveals that Vaggie herself is an angel. Which, funnily enough, okay, she's an angel. But she showed mercy to what looked like a child. Mercy. That thing that everyone prays for from God. So she exhibited mercy, yet she was punished for it by Adam and the other girl. So it's a little bit interesting. And so she's in hell, all these other things. It brings to question what's actually going on. And then you get Lucifer, and who, from the song and the interaction with Charlie, at least I get the idea that what he tried wasn't malicious, but rather trying to deal with the hypocrisy in heaven and pointing out that, hang on, you guys aren't actually exhibiting the qualities that you project and you protest and you say that you are. What's up with that? And for questioning these things, you could probably get kicked out and all these other things. So Lucifer's not coming across as really a bad guy because he's quite aware that the people in hell aren't actually that good. There's a lot of people that aren't good. But Charlie still has faith in people and all these other things. And she is young, and Lucifer seems to sort of be of the mindset that, hey, I've been through this before. I've tried this before. I know what you're going through. I kind of don't want you to be disappointed and shut down by heaven, because heaven never listens. They never listen, which we kind of saw when Charlie, threw her shot. They clearly did not listen. It was a stacked deck. It was a mock trial where they already had the outcome of, there is no evidence that anyone in hell could be deserving of entering heaven, even though Angel was exhibiting qualities that you would think a person that goes to heaven would have. Big selflessness, caring for other people, trying to improve, not giving into temptation, all these other things. Nope, not good enough. So, that obviously happened. Vaggie being an angel, that kind of explains it. Then comes down the question of Camilla. She killed an angel. What weapon did she use? Did she use Vaggie's weapon? I don't think so, because when those people turned up to the Hazbin Hotel, Vaggie grabbed a spear, so she still got a weapon. She still got an angel spear. So I don't think Camilla used that as a weapon, which means Camilla either has developed a weapon that can take out an angel, or she has access to angel weapons that could take out other angels, which is like, where did she get those? Is she also a potential angel? If so, what the hell? You know what I mean? So all these questions comes up. And then on top of that, you've got to have another purge. Adam wants to purge the Hazbin Hotel first. So it's not a matter of, I am going to purge sinners that are bad and they won't repent and they don't care, but rather he is going to maliciously target people that are trying to be better. Doesn't sound very righteous, does it? So we're kind of there. And then at the same time, we also have Alastor, who has his own machinations and God knows what he's doing. But something interesting that people brought up, which is kind of interesting. Charlie was, I think, looking at a photo of a mother or praying for a mother or something like that, and asking her mother for help. Not directly over the telephone like she did with Lucifer, but rather like, Mother, I need your help, I need your guidance or something. And moments later, we hear a knock on the door, and who's there? Alastor, who just so happened to be AWOL for 7 years. Who else was apparently AWOL for 7 years? Lilith. So there might be something going there. And then Alastor's soul is owned by someone. I wonder who. Which could potentially explain why Alastor was so powerful. Did he maybe sell his soul to someone? We don't know. And apparently he's using voodoo, or a very malicious version of voodoo, or using it for malicious purposes, which could mean he's been involved in the dark arts since he was, a human, and he might have interacted with certain deities or people and sold his soul prior to death. So we'll see. And in the pilot, Alastor just smirks at Lucifer's portrait when he looks at it. I don't know. Maybe he's banging Lilith. Maybe Lilith is banging him. Maybe that's why he's got this whole thing going on with Lucifer. Because personally, if I was meeting the big boss wherever I was, I wouldn't go into a dick-waving contest with him straight off the bat. I'd try to be friends with him. So it's kind of like, why would Alastor, someone that is more than happy to play nice with people if it suits him, would be, what's the word? Confrontational, openly with Lucifer. I mean, that's not a fight he can win directly, So it's a bit interesting. So either way, we're going to see where this goes. I have a feeling that the climax to season 1 is going to be the purge is about to start. That's going to be the climax for me personally. I think at the end of season 1, the purge is about to begin. And season 2 is going to be the purge starts again, and God knows what happens. So, what's going to happen in the next 2 episodes? Is that little Seraphim girl going to come up with a potential solution? Is Charlie going to try to protect the people in the hotel? What's going to happen? Because I know that Hellborn people can run out of the Pride Ring being the top circle of hell, where sinners are stuck. So Hellborn people can run to the lower levels so they don't die in the purge. I don't know if Charlie's Hellborn, technically. So I don't know if she could leave or if she's stuck there. I don't even know if they can kill Charlie. Like, that's the thing, right? She's not an angel. But, like, what's going to happen? They're going to target the hotel, which means they're going to target all the people in the hotel. Is Charlie just going to stand by? I don't think so. I think Alastor could take advantage of this situation. Because he could entice her to fight back. But she's not the fighting type. Whereas he's got connections. So he could, because episode 1 was do not make a deal with Alastor. And he was kind of like, is it a deal? And she's like, no. It's a order as the, Princess of Hell. I order you to help me for as long as you want or something, So, you know what I mean? It's kind of, and I don't know why, I don't know. Maybe Lucifer can break contracts in hell or something like that, but I would not feel comfortable leaving Charlie around with someone like Alastor. Honestly. But I don't know. So yeah, that's what we're up to. So let's see how it goes. Either way, it's going to be interesting. We're going to get 2-3 songs today, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And of course, we've got, holy crap, it's 24 subtitles. We've got everything except Serbian. I feel discriminated against. Oh, we've got Czech, that's alright. We've got Finnish, French, Hebrew, Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Korean, Malay, Bokmal, Deutschland, Polish, Portuguese times 2. Wait, Portuguese, Brazil, and Portuguese, Portugal. Yeah. Romania, oh, they even have Romanian. Swedish, Thai, Turkish, Chinese, Arabic, Danish, German, Greek, Spanish, Finnish, French. Everything except Serbian. I don't know what the logic behind releasing 2 episodes a week was, but the real question is going to be how long do we have to wait before season 2? I mean, it even has 2 dubs in French and Spanish because of Europe and Canada, most of South America. Works for me.
So, where are your wings?
Nifty, I don't have...
Did you ever think maybe she's sensitive about her lack of wings? Just like her lack of tits?
He just pulled the thing that I pulled to that girl in high school that ended up getting breast implants 6 years later.
Yeah, where are your tits?
Any other questions?
I got one. How come every time Charlie talks to heaven, we get in deeper and deeper shit?
It's not her fault. Angels are just liars. Difficult. But Charlie's trying her best.
Yeah, well, her best is turning out real well so far.
And where is Miss Fearless Leader anyway? Isn't it about time for another doomed-to-fail plan?
She's upstairs. Coming up with something, I'm sure. In our room. Alone.
Oh no.
Oh, Charlie, you look an absolute mess.
Ugh, go away, Alastor.
No. Is that any way to act after picking a fight with all of heaven and dooming everyone you love?
I have enough on my mind without hearing your sadistic idea of a joke, asshole.
Who's joking? You have a captive audience downstairs waiting to hear what kind of inspiring performance you have planned next.
I can't. How can I face them after failing them all so hard?
He's doing the typical high-pressure sales tactic of overwhelming her with strong emotions, and then he's going to provide a solution. But it's going to have a limited window of whether or not she accepts. And then under the pressure, she will cave in. He's a salesperson.
They came here to be saved, and all I gave them was more pain. I'm just as bad as the cruelest overlord in hell. Maybe worse. At least they don't go around giving false hope.
Well, I never expected to see such a miserable display of self-loathing from you.
Oh, fuck you, Alastor. All you do is stand there smiling while you watch us struggle and fail. I don't know how you can enjoy all the suffering so much.
Just because you see a smile, don't think you know what's going on underneath. A smile is a valuable tool, my dear. It inspires your friends, keeps your enemies guessing, and ensures that no matter what comes your way, you're the one in control.
But I'm not. I'm the farthest thing from in control. The person I trust most has been lying to me for years. Heaven refuses to listen. Even if they did, I can't prove the hotel works. Adam has an invincible exorcist army pointed right at my doorstep, and there's nothing I can do about any of it.
Invincible, you say?
I know something you don't know.
Yeah.
Huh?
Those big scary angels are not quite as indestructible as they seem.
What are you talking about?
Just that you and your little band of misfits might stand more of a chance than you think.
How? I'll do anything.
Oh, no.
Anything? Then let's make a deal.
Yeah. See? See? He's a salesman. He's a salesman. I know the types.
You want my soul?
Your soul? Heavens, no! All I need from you is one itty-bitty favor. What's a favor between friends?
I won't hurt anyone for you.
Oh. He wants her to get his soul back.
I was asking. One favor at a time of my choosing where you harm no one. In return, I tell you what I know. Do we have a deal?
One favor of my choosing, and you hurt no one. He's gonna get his soul back.
Deal.
No!
Right on cue.
What did you do?
Why didn't you go straight up?
Let her go!
Maggie, stop!
What? No, Charlie, please tell me you didn't.
I made a deal with Alastor.
You never make a deal when you don't know the exact specifications of the deal. And even then, you don't make a deal because you need to ask someone that's paranoid to look over the contract. Because, let's face it, I've gotten out of more contracts than you can believe.
Charlie!
Oh, calm down. She still owns her soul.
He gave me info that can save the hotel, but we're going to need help. The angels can be defeated, and Carmilla is the key.
What? Carmilla Carmine?
She killed an exorcist in the last extermination. She knows how they can be harmed.
But I didn't even know that was possible.
If you did, would you have told me?
Charlie!
I need you to go to her. Convince her to teach us. If she can, we might have a chance.
With just the 7 of us?
No, we're gonna need numbers too.
And I know just who can help. As long as Charlie can be her normal, charming self.
What's that you said about smiles?
Good girl.
Charlie, can we talk about this?
We can talk later. Right now, we have a job to do. You with us?
Ugh.
You're just gonna leave that spear? I mean, I'll have it if you don't want it. He did promise it's not gonna harm anyone. Giving me a nuclear warhead doesn't technically harm anyone. See?
Oh, Alastor and Charlie just left like they were running away from their responsibilities. Should we be alarmed?
No. We have a plan, but it includes defending ourselves against the angels.
Are you fucking high?
They can be killed.
Yeah, that knife lady Camaro car fight killed one.
Wait, you knew about this?
Oh, yeah. I told Boss about it months ago.
He what? What? They say insane shit all the time.
Remember this thing that we were like, wait, but the egg knows this shit? And you guys were like, no one's gonna believe the egg.
Yeah, I told Boss about it months ago.
He what? What? They say insane shit all the time. How was I supposed to know this one was true?
Bank accounts are a scam created by the shadow government.
See?
No, it's not the bank accounts that are a scam. It's the universal ID system by the E. And you know what? Forget about it.
What's important now is that we're gonna have a fight on our hands. Look, this hotel's about to become the most dangerous place in hell, and we...
Look, it's simple. You just go to the Yugoslav center of the Ring of Pride. There's a bunch of Yugoslavs there. They don't know how to handle this. They took out those NATO bombers when they bombed us. They can take out a few angels. What's the difference?
I can't guarantee your safety anymore. I still believe in Charlie's dream. I know this place can work, but none of you signed up for this. I'm gonna go learn how we can fight back, but when I come home, well, I'll understand if none of you are here.
Well, this is awkward.
Why is the spear upstairs unattended? I want one. They got lucky with the one bomber, Kuma. It was more than one. But anyway.
Okay. 3 years! 3 years I've been sharing my life with her, and I tell her everything. My hopes, my dreams, my insecurities, my embarrassing habits, what fucking deodorant I like. And she keeps something like this from me? Why would she lie for so long? Does she think I wouldn't accept her? What about me? Me says ununderstanding. Misunderstanding. Wait. Where are we?
Cannibal Town. There's a friend of mine I think you should meet.
In Cannibal Town? But it's
Hannibal the Cannibal?
surprisingly nice here.
Yeah.
Isn't it though? And it's all thanks to a very special someone.
Well, who hasn't thought about eating their first husband? I certainly would have if he didn't taste so bad. I tell you what, you bring old, tall, dark, and armless to me, and I'll straighten him right out. Okay, sweetie? Now here's my card. Oh, my stars. Do my eyes deceive me? Alistair? Alistair! Where have you been? These halls really lost some of their sparkle without your lively presence and... Oh, who's this you brought with you? Come now, Alistair. She's much too young for you. Oh, I'm just kidding. I know you're an ace in the hole.
What now?
But where are your manners, mister? Introduce us, why don't you?
Ah, yes. Charlie, this is Rosie, the most darling, delightful, and dangerous overlord this side of the pentagram.
Always such a charmer.
You know, I hate introducing my friends to my other friends because I always don't remember one of their names. So I get them to introduce each other. But I do it in such a way that it doesn't show that I don't know the name of the person that I'm helping introduce. I know. It is freaking horrible.
And Rosie, it's my pleasure to introduce you to Princess Charlie Morningstar, daughter of Lucifer and heir to the throne of hell.
How do you do?
Well, isn't this a regal surprise? Come in. Can I offer you something to eat? I'm sure I have a leg around here or something. Oh, what am I thinking? Small thing like you? You're probably watching your figure. How about some nice pinky fingers instead?
No, thank you, though.
Oh, look at you. So polite. Alistair, you could learn a thing or two. Well, sit down. Tell Auntie Rosie what she can do for you. You know, Alistair, I got a primo connect on a guy with about 8 blocks of territory and not enough goons to run it. Prime pickings for a deal to be made, my friend.
Appreciate the offer, but we're here on business of another kind.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. I'm a very busy woman.
Well, as you know, the extermination is coming early. It'll be here in a month, and they're coming from my hotel and my friends first, and
We need your help. Well, your cannibals' help, at least, to fend off the attack.
Wow, when you ask a favor, you don't start small, do you, Your Highness? Oh, now, don't fret. I didn't say I wouldn't help, but I assume there's more to this plan than a bunch of unarmed cannibals.
Oh, your people will be far from helpless when we're done with them. And by the end, they will be able to eat their fill.
Well, in that case, sure, why not?
Really?
What can I say? I like your moxie, girl. And old Alistair has never done me wrong before. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you!
Carmine!
Reputation is everything.
Carmine, we need to speak! I know what you did on Extermination Day! We can talk about it inside, or I can yell about it out here! Fucking right, you open that door.
That's one way to do it and one way to get a bag over your head.
Hello?
You have 2 minutes to convince me not to silence you for good.
Miss Carmine, I'm here on appointment from the princess to enlist your aid in the defense of Hell from the angelic extermination.
No, you're supposed to sing it like a Disney princess.
We know an angel fell at your hands, and we need to know how.
No.
What do you mean, no? The princess of Hell
Means nothing to me. You have to do better than that. 90 seconds.
But you should still technically have 95 seconds.
With your knowledge, we wouldn't have to helplessly stand by while...
No. She doesn't care about her. You need to find something she does care about.
Clearly, I am not the helpless one here. 80 seconds.
Well, then why? Why wouldn't you use what you know to fight?
To avoid the very problem you and your little friends are facing right now, I will not invite destruction into my house, on my people.
You think we asked for this? All Charlie has ever done is try to make things better, to help her people who, newsflash, include your people too.
And how exactly has that worked out for her? 45 seconds.
Wait, you just cut the time in half. Almost.
We didn't pick the fight, but it's here now. And they aren't going to stop with us. You didn't see the look on their leader's face. With us out of the way, it's only a matter of time before they come for the rest of you. They won't stop until all of hell is wiped out, so you can help us make a stand here together. Or you can stand alone tomorrow, and what do you think your chances will be then?
You're out of time.
Ah, she used the walk as a way to measure time.
Angels attack quickly, viciously, and without mercy. You'll need to defend better than that.
Cannibals and cannabis assemble in the square! Now, darling, you know I would do anything for my clients. But I can't exactly command all of Cannibal Town to follow someone else into battle. Now, don't get me wrong. They love carnage and bloodshed. But to get this group into line, you gotta win them over. Settle it! Settle it! Important meeting.
But how do I...
With Sparkle, Razzmatazz, and that so appealing moxie of yours.
Shouldn't be a problem. It's not like you've ever failed to inspire before.
Now, fair warning. This group sticks together, so in order to convince any of them, you'll need to convince all of them. And there's one in particular.
Susan.
Susan, who's a bit of an...
Ornery old...
That. She's tough. But win her over, and the rest'll be easy as pie. Ready?
I guess.
Everyone, we have a very special, very royal guest this evening. Please put your bloody hands together for Princess Charlie.
Boo! Bring Rosie back. Susan?
Susan.
Oh my god.
Back. Susan?
Susan.
It's funny because she's the CEO of YouTube and she's in hell.
Sorry. Okay, my name's Charlie. And, well, I'm at this hotel with my partner. Let me start over.
Little bit of shit about some hotel? Leave before I eat those big-ass eyes
We need your help. With your assistance,
Get off!
make a stand.
Where's the showmanship? Where's all the
I have a
finesse?
dream.
Fucking mediocre!
Fuck you, you old bitch!
Okay, we'll be back after a brief intermission.
Come on, what is this?
You're using directional attacks while she's spinning her body around. She's able to basically sidestep your attack and hit you, leaving you wide open.
You want me to teach you how to beat angels? That's what I'm doing.
By beating the shit out of me? I'm not used to fighting with long hair.
By showing you the flaws in your own fighting style. Yours and all your sisters.
Wait, no, I'm an exorcist? How?
You have a giant X over your eye and wield an angelic spear. It's not rocket science. Before you found out about me, did you know angels could be harmed?
No.
That shows in how you fight. You leave yourself open with every swing. You fight like someone unafraid of harm, and this is what you'll take advantage of. Angels wield no shields, little armor, and fight with reckless abandon. Strike them here, here, and here.
With what? Some secret weapon of yours?
Stupid girl, are you really so dense you don't realize you're holding the answer?
Angelic weapons? It's that simple? How has no one else figured this out?
Wait, so the angels are gonna bring the mode of their own destruction down. All you have to do is overpower them, steal their weapon, and use it against them. That's the strategy. Works for me.
Angelic steel isn't common, and those who have it aren't exactly rushing off to test it against exorcists. But my daughters and I were cornered in that last extermination. I tried to buy time for my girls to flee, and well, you don't become an angelic arms dealer without arming yourself first. Well, look at that. You might just survive this.
We're gonna need more weapons.
All right, what has you so out of sorts, darling?
Wait. So if being out for love is going to summon your angelic wings, that means that angels are empowered if they use those elements that's preached about. You know, love, forgiveness, all these other things. So it basically means she can power herself up by being righteous. If she's using the wrong means, she's going to get depowered because she's aligning herself closer with the ideals of hell, whereas if she aligns closer with the ideals of heaven, she's going to be empowered. So the more sadistic and evil demons are, the more powerful they become. Damn. Then I must be a demon.
You clearly got more on your mind than angels.
What do you do when someone you love lies to you about who they are?
Romance? My specialty. Come on, dearie. Details, details.
My girlfriend is an exorcist angel, and she never told me.
Oh, shit! Quite a secret. How does that make you feel?
Oh god, the typical, how does that make you feel? Uh-huh. And, uh-huh. I'm active listening, but I'm not actually listening.
Just angry because we share everything. Because she always supported me and my ideas, and now I don't know whether or not that was just more of the lies. Oh no, that's a horrible thing to think. Do I think that? Yes. No. Kinda.
You know, the secret to therapy isn't actually telling them anything, it's just asking them things and letting them figure it out themselves.
You said you love this girl?
Yes. Or, well, Yes.
Have you ever once doubted that she loves you in return? Well, then what's the problem?
She took part in the very thing we've been working so hard to end.
Well, isn't that silly hotel of yours all about redemption?
Yes?
Perhaps this girl was trying to redeem herself, too.
She knows better than anyone that I believe in second chances. Why not tell me?
It can be difficult to admit to things you're not proud of, especially if those things hurt the ones you love. She fucked up, sure. She's flawed, but hey, who down here isn't? If there's anything I've learned, it's that words are cheap, but actions, they speak the truth.
Listen to the cannibal lady.
So, what have her actions said?
That she believes in me and what we're doing. Right now, she's off learning how to protect everything we've worked for. And I can't even pitch my hotel right.
How do you normally explain your hotel?
By singing. But that never works.
It will work here. Trust me.
The cannibal lady has a point. Rosie, her name was? Very good. I think the thing that was being said was think of the person you want to protect and it fuels your desire to win. But originally she was out to blood, so she was happy to rip and tear. But I think that was the wrong emotion for her to channel. Whereas by thinking of love, she was able to get wings back. I think if a demon was to think about ripping and tearing, they would be empowered. Not an angel, though. Because remember, she lost the wings. Meanwhile, Lucifer still has his wings. That is very interesting. Do you see what's happening here? So Rosie has effectively done the whole mother thing. You know, the thing that Lilith never did. And Alastor is doing the dad thing of empowering her to try, but being there to pick her up when she fails. You know, the thing Lucifer never did. This is incredibly dangerous because he's effectively grooming her. It tastes like pork. Oh, just let yourself enjoy it. But he did say something very interesting. She's filled with potential that I can mold, that I can guide. He's going to take advantage of her. And thank you, Mega Soup, for gifting all those subs. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone that got the subs, enjoy the VODs. So, thinking really of the cannibals that are very... How should we say this? Light on their feet. They could potentially outmaneuver the angels. Or they could ambush them with hit and run tactics. Outnumber and overpower one angel and steal one weapon at a time. And then, a little bit like Resident Evil, just let them work on the most basic of impulses. The need to feed. I am just imagining the screams of thousands upon thousands of angels begging not to be eaten alive at the same time. God, I could fall asleep to that.
Looks like you had a busy day.
You too.
Charlie,
Hold that thought. I got you a souvenir from Cannibal Town.
Oh, Charlie.
The wings are new. They look nice. Come on, let's go home.
Come on, let's put some effort into these fortifications. Yeah, fortify that. Well, look who decided to show up. We thought we were fighting by ourselves.
You're still here.
What? Do you think we're a bunch of pussies?
I just got used to you guys. I ain't finding no new tricking buddies.
I've named all the stains on the carpet. Now it's red.
Well, looks like we have a lot of work to do.
Aww. Yeah, Alastor is playing the long game. He is playing the long game. He's gonna get his soul back. He's gonna get his soul back. One eensy beensy little favor that isn't gonna hurt anybody. From the girl with so much potential that is going to inherit the throne. This is bad. This is bad. And is there like a preview? No, there's no preview. This is bad. So, the cannibal lady is Rosie, right? Alastor is such a mysterious and cool character. I wouldn't say, like, mysterious, yes. But his plan makes logical sense. It's just that he's more experienced than Charlie. And Charlie is being ruled by her emotions. People that are emotional are easy to manipulate. Because your suggestions don't have to be logical. There's no logic check when someone's emotional. You just have to play on their emotions. They're a lot easier to manipulate than logical people. Alastor wants to stick to Charlie because at the end of the day, she will be the next ruler, so sticking by her and guiding her is a free pass to get more authority. Not just more authority, but getting his soul. We're sure Alastor is really a cannibal serial killer from 1920s and not a specific Viking? But which Viking would he be? He's more sadistic rather than open about fighting. But we don't know really if he needs to obtain something to get free from something or to obtain more power. But if someone owns your soul, they ultimately control you, or whatever the deal is. Wouldn't you want to get your soul back either way? Like, either way, he would want his soul back. He wouldn't want to be on a leash. He's very sensitive about that. Especially when someone mentions it. He doesn't like it. So, if he's got the opportunity to get his soul back, why wouldn't he? And it's easy because he made a deal, not even for her soul. Like, oh, one insy-binsy little favor that isn't going to hurt anybody in exchange for information that you could have gotten elsewhere, but I'll just give you the information. And bam, done. Like, he's got his soul back for virtually nothing. The cost of him getting his soul back was virtually free. She could have found that information out eventually. But the point was he made the deal. He got what he wanted. And now if he can guide her, and more than anything, get her to depend on him, he can control her actions. He's become the father figure. Did you see the way he's like, here you go. And he's like smiling and nodding and giving her approval. He is giving the girl with daddy issues approval. This is dangerous. This is incredibly dangerous. This is why if you have kids, you need to be a good parent. You mess up your kids, they're susceptible to manipulation. That's your fault as a parent. He's also introduced Charlie to a new mother figure at the same time. Lucifer is going to be so mad. Look, Lucifer seems to me like he has high-functioning depression. It was an off-the-cuff remark of take that depression, but it's a significant one. And the way, you know, he talks to her and the way he was excited that she called him and the way he lit up like a Christmas tree when she invited him and everything, it seems that his heart is in the right place, but he can't communicate with his daughter. I think that his intentions are good, but he doesn't know how to communicate with his daughter. But the thing is that by not being there, he's leaving her exposed to other people to take advantage of that. True, that is a cool way that Aviator can affect heaven and stuff with proxy by Charlie. When he was a serial killer on Earth, I'm curious how Alastor hunted his targets. Well, every serial killer has their MO. But he does strike me as a sadistic one. So maybe he liked to hunt them? And then eat them? Like game? You know, go to a national park where people are hiking and turn it into a game. Like, I will eat you. Start running. Let's have fun. Or what if Lucifer is hiding lots of secrets from her so he chooses the depression? I mean, I'm sure every parent has secrets, but what is he particular hiding from her that he can't spend time with his daughter? Side note, can we watch the original music video from the pilot cast after the next episode? Yeah, 1 or 2 minutes, I don't mind, but I'm more interested in the series than I am the actual cast themselves. Didn't Alastor die because a hunter mistook him for a deer, or am I mistaken? Well, it is possible. He could have been disposing of a body. At the very least, it seems like Alastor is playing the long game. Kuma, thank you. I'm definitely use high-functioning depression in conversation one day. It is an actual category of depression. High-functioning depression is a thing. Depression doesn't mean you're just sitting there and you're sad and you don't want to get out and about. Some people can keep themselves busy but still be depressed. It's one of the forms of depression that goes undiagnosed because people think the person is fine because they appear to be functioning from the outside. But on the inside, they're crippled. That's what happens to people. It's really, really sad. I had canon Alastor is related to Dr. Fachilier and was shot by the idiot hunters in the movie Princess and the Frog. My depression My depression cements me to the couch for hours at a time. Yeah, I've seen that happen to people. When the motivation just disappears and you just don't want to do anything. And the chemical imbalance hits. That's one of the things. When Alastor transforms for a moment, an X appears on his forehead where he was shot. Alright, let's take a quick little break and we'll watch the next episode. I have a feeling that at the end of episode 8, the purge will start. That's what I feel is going to happen. I don't think the purge is going to kick off yet. I think it's going to start. And then it's like, ha! You got to wait for the next season, suckers! Alright, quick little break.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.